Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. I know this is something different, and I don't usually talk about controversy and drama and things like that. However, this is a video where something needs to be said, and this is something that needs to be said about Twitch in general. Because after these events, this is what Twitch is becoming, in my opinion, and this is what the platform is saying to me. And I believe this statement has been made to people in general over the years, but this has just brought a bit of light back onto the subject. And I'm just going to start off by saying I am in Dellor's ring. I'm not in the ring that the ban was justified. So if that triggers you, please, just at least listen to what I'm going to say in this video. Now that we've got that little disclaimer out of the way, let's get into this. So if you're unaware, Dellor, the Twitch streamer, has been banned for being sexist. But in this video, I'm going to just let you guys know I have my reasons why I'm in Dellor's ring, and trust, they're good. So let's hop into this. Okay, Dellor, a player known for his skill and raging, mainly raging, let's be real, has received a ban from Twitch for being sexist as they claim. Now, many people have different views about this whole scenario, but once again, mine is no, he shouldn't have been banned, and I'll give you some reasons for this, and I'm just gonna let you guys know this is just white knighting at its finest on Twitch, and this is just telling me what kind of a platform they're becoming. Now it all started, let's just kick it off, okay? It all started around with Dellor raging at a player in Apex Legends for taking his armor, who just so happened to be female. Now keep that in mind because this is really important as to why they said it's sexist, okay? She and him got into a conflict, F-bombs were dropped, but the words to keep an eye on, guys, the words to keep an eye on are cunt, B-I-T-C-H, and the Grand Slammer, go cook a sandwich, B-I-T-C-H, with a F-bomb or so dropped in there, right? For this, Twitch labeled him as a sexist, and aptly banned him after a week or so of that whole clip being, I guess, viral or whatever. However, let me just start this off right now. I am not saying that Dellor's behavior was appropriate. I'm not saying that that kind of behavior should be something that is, you know, justifiable in a video game, getting angry over a video game. I mean, we all have moments where we'll get pretty heated, but to, you know, start all the insults and whatnot is not going to help anything. But, nonetheless, let's carry on. But in this, like I said, guys, in this ban claiming Dellor is sexist, Twitch has just come out of the closet and just told us how sexist they are. And I'm going to tell you why right now. With the biggest example on Twitch right now is sex streamers. If you are lucky enough to be unaware of the absolute inappropriate and hypocritical Twitch streamers called sex streamers that clearly go against Twitch's TOS, terms of service, let me enlighten you. So there are a few female streamers on Twitch that aim cameras at certain parts of their body, over nudity being against terms of service, just so you know. However, because they're women, they were let off the hook. They've amassed huge followings just for having no skill and just aiming cameras at their boobs and buttocks. And, you know, just being nude, right? And nothing happens. Nothing happens. And this isn't the first time Twitch has gone out of their way to defend damsels in distress, as I like to label these scenarios, because these women can clearly take care of themselves, as that little woman, you know, dropping the F-bombs and stuff with Dellor clearly said. I mean, she wasn't backing down, I should say. But yeah, they're going out of their way to defend these women that go against terms of service. They're still here. They still have massive amounts of following. They still get tons of views. They still get tons of money for having no skill, not knowing how to entertain an audience. Okay? Essentially prostituting themselves, and it's fine. Like I said, I understand that there are a lot of sides on this argument, but let me ask you this right now. Let me ask you. If you truly think that this is sexist, like the whole cunt, bitch, and go cook a sandwich, bitch, if you truly think this is sexist, let me ask you this. How many streamers have you heard, females included, use the term cunt and bitch? You'd probably have heard worse things, correct? If these were indeed sexist terms, wouldn't these be addressed on the regular? If the words cunt, bitch, and I guess any kind of term referring to a woman, telling them to go cook or something, if this was indeed something normally considered sexist, don't you think that this would be something that is banned on the regular? No. And these are terms that are usually used in derogatory manners. A player killing someone, oh, look at that bitch, or, toxic people on the internet all the time, oh, you're a cunt, yeah, right? Isn't this something that would get banned on the regular if it is indeed sexist and it's labeled as such? Well, no. Because, I'll tell you once again, this can happen all day against any kind of player, and most people who play video games usually are male, that's just a fact. And, they can go back and forth and call each other cunts and all kinds of names. Heck, I've even heard people using the N-word all the time on Twitch. They're still around. I'm just saying they're still around. But as soon as Dellor, a player who has literally been saying this for tons of years, right? There's literally a clip back in his days of playing Overwatch a lot where he told a girl to shut up and use the B word then, and hey, no ban then. But all of a sudden now, go cook a sandwich, bitch, has gotten him banned. Once again, guys, this kind of language is a norm on Twitch. This is a norm in gaming in general. People are just toxic. I don't know what it is about people in games, but people just don't know how to I don't know, like, if they're getting upset, they don't know about this thing called the mute button. They feel like they have to escalate conflicts, and insults are, thrown, and things are broken, and nowadays people are banned, right? Because, yeah. This is just white knighting at its finest to me. No matter who wants to tell me that this was, sexist because of the whole go woman cooking a sandwich, that's sexist. Guys, if that's the case, what about when a guy is calling another guy a pussy? They're usually using that when they're saying that they were afraid to do something and back down. Well, how is that not sexist against a man? And that term's thrown around in, Twitch all the time and around the internet. I don't see that being labeled as sexist according to Twitch. And that's thrown daily. I mean, I could probably go into a random stream right now of some random Fortnite streamer and hear him at least call someone a pussy. Right? But this isn't going to get banned. And why? Because that's another male player. Now, if that player just so happened to be a female, maybe at this rate, considering how white knight Twitch has become, it's just another platform that's been reached by SJW ideology, in my opinion. This is just white knighting at its finest, guys. This is what Twitch is telling me. If you are a woman, expect a white knight on a horse and his little keyboard to be willing to ruin that streamer's livelihood, all of the hard work that they have put into streaming over the years, because they insulted you on the internet, which is a norm. And, like, there's this thing called a mute button, there's this thing called leaving and stuff like that. Because, freedom of speech, but hey, I mean, this is just censorship. This is just censorship as it is, right? So if you're a woman, expect to be defended. If you are a guy, don't worry about it. It's fine. I mean, you can take the insults all day. I mean, Twitch. Hey, Twitch. I mean, you're looking out for people, right? You're trying to defend people. I mean, they just so happen to be female, but I mean, the guys can get insulted all day, but we won't do anything. Should relax. Relax. I'm not saying they should, but they're only taking action for the damsel in distress. And in my eyes, that's just telling me that Twitch is saying, well, women can't take care of themselves, so I'll just ban this guy. I mean, in Twitch doing this, they just seem like the biggest sexist of all. They're not doing anything against people that are insulting each other that just so happen to be other males. And they're only doing it to save little damsels in distress, when in reality, they're usually fighting back in the scenarios themselves. I mean, the player wasn't making it seem any better. Like, she could have just muted Dellor, left, or whatever. But she indeed got into a conflict as well. So, in my opinion, both are wrong. Once again, I'm not saying Dellor was in the right in this, but is this worthy of a Twitch ban? Heck no. I've heard and seen far worse. And those little people that go against terms of service, cough the sex streamers. That is a prime example that Twitch is cherry picking, okay? You can be toxic if you have a certain number of people following you, or if you just so happen to be a woman posing for the camera, because our little people at Twitch are white knights, and we're gonna say, woo, that's a juicy piece right there. I'll make sure she stays on this platform. Yeah. That's all that's telling me. That's all that's telling me. If you're a woman, expect to be defended. If you're a guy, get slandered, and it's fine because it's the internet and it's free speech. We'll censor you if you're attacking a woman, but if a guy's attacking you, and you're a man, or if a woman's attacking you and you're a man, deal with it. Cherry picking at its finest. White knighting at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. I genuinely want you to tell me in a poll that I will post right now, was Dellor's ban justified? You know my stance from this video. No, it was not, in my eyes. And I really, genuinely hope that he is unbanned. Guys, we gotta try and bring some light to this situation. We gotta try and get this guy unbanned. Yes, he has moments of toxicity and whatnot, but it's not just for him. This is for free speech as a whole, and this kind of thing is necessary to bring people's attention to these kinds of situations. The whole sex streamer and, you know, going against Twitch terms of service but still being around because you're a woman or you have a huge following has been a problem on Twitch for years. And this kind of scenario will bring some light to the subject. It's BS. It's just clearly BS. There's no excuse for it. You don't sit over here and ban someone because they are going against terms of service as you say it is, and then another person doing the exact same thing does not receive a ban. It's inexcusable, and it's BS. And in my eyes, it should be something that you should take Twitch to the law for. No excuses in my eyes. That's just my spiel on it, guys. Let me know yours in the comments below. There's nothing really to say about this. I'm just like, once again, just keep an open mind, because if you think YouTube's bad, if you're like someone who uses Twitch on the regular, and you're like, Twitch is just a better platform in ways they are, but in ways they aren't, and you think that you're like untouchable, if you think Twitch is untouchable, think again. Look at this. Just look at this scenario and remember, as long as people work there, people make mistakes and bad crap can happen. Do not ever consider your platform, whether it is Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, never consider it untouchable by political correctness or SJWBS, okay? That's my thoughts. Rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you want to see in the future in the comments below. Please vote and tell me what you think. Do you think this was justified or unjustified? And I will see all of you in the next video. Take care.